Welcome. We are going to continue working with our About template as we're building our Quarto website. And so far, we've taken the index file and we've converted that into an About template. So our home landing page, the index page, is now going to be an About template that's going to provide some basic information about ourselves. So let me take a look at what we have so far. Here is the Quarto document, the index.qmd file that is creating that template. And again, we specified the picture we're going to use on our About page. We specified that I want this index document to be an About template, and then we specified some information about that template. And that created a home page that looked like this. So here was the picture that we used. We made it rounded, we set the size, and then we set the title of the page. So in this video, I want to talk about how we can update some additional information on this page to include, say, links to some of our professional sites or social media, as well as adding some partial page content. So when we're adding a link, we do that with a links command. And we need to specify the link, the address of the link with href. We can choose to specify text that we want to display instead of the link. Then we can specify an icon that we want to use as well. So we're going to do all of these things. So here's the links that we're going to add to our About page. We're going to add an email link. So here is going to be the link to that email. So this would be like your email address. I am putting, a dummy address here, since presumably some people out there might see this website, and I don't want them to send any emails to anybody in particular. This is the text that's going to appear inside of the icon, and the icon is going to look like an envelope, which is a common thing to do for an email. Then we're going to add a link to our GitHub page. That link is going to say GitHub in the middle. There is a GitHub icon that we can choose for the shape. And then here you could customize GitHub to go. You probably want to add your username in here so that this takes you to your personal GitHub page that you now have created. I'm also adding a link to YouTube, but this is just going to go to the general YouTube page, not any one channel in particular. And then we could add a resume, let's say, which is not going to be a HTML like link to a website. So here it's possible to add a link to a file. So that's what we're doing here. So we're adding text. So that link is going to say resume. The icon is going to be a file to indicate that someone is going to download a file if they click on that. And rather than write the link of a website for the href option, we are going to specify the name of the file. And it's important that that file is located in the main directory. So I am going to copy all of this. I'm going to go into my RStudio. Here's my YAML, and I'm going to paste all of this stuff. It's going to be just below the image stuff that I entered over here. So this stuff all goes in the About section. So I'm indicating we're going to add some links. So this was indented one level. And then each time I add a link, this is indented another level. We begin it with a hyphen. And then we enter whatever information about that one link. Then our next link begins with another hyphen and a space. And then we indicate information about the next link that we're going to add. So here's how we can add links. This should add an email link, a GitHub link, a YouTube link, and a link to the resume file. So I'm going to save this, render the index file. I have not changed the other files. And let's take a look at what was created. I need to reload this. And you can see down below all of the text at the very bottom, it added these links. So I have an email link, I have a GitHub link, I have a YouTube link, and I have a resume link. So if I click on the YouTube link, I'm going to open this in a new tab. It's going to open up just a general link to YouTube. If I click on this and open it in a new tab, it is going to just go to GitHub, like the main landing page for GitHub. And over here, if I click on the resume, well, if I click on the email button, it's going to open up my email app, my default application. I'll close this before my email opens up. And it will put that address in the to field. And if I click on the resume button, this is going to have a broken link over here. So notice this is saying that file was not found. So that is problematic, but we are going to fix that in another video. So right now, things are looking better. We added some buttons, but one of them is broken. So we want to fix that as well. There's this kind of default text inside here, and this is probably not information we would want on our About page. So in the next video, we're going to keep tweaking this About page and fixing some of these issues.